Well, good morning. Bless the Lord. It's good to be with you again today. Thanks for joining me as we are in this book of Revelation. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this book of Revelation is that because of days we're living, we know we're living in the last days, and we have to look to God, what His Word says about the future. Is there any hope for us? What's going to happen? And as people, sometimes you would hear people say, well, things are going to get bad. They're going to get worse before they get better. Well, that's actually true when we look into Revelation. And so we've looked at the seven seals. Now we're looking at the seven trumpets here. Back into Revelation 8 and verse number 7. The first angel blew his trumpet, and there followed hail and fire mixed with blood, and those were thrown upon the earth. And a third of the earth was burned up, and a third of the trees were burned up. All the green grass was burned up. I want you to notice the fraction, one third. Second angel blew his trumpet, and something like a great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea became blood. Then a third of the living creatures in the sea died. A third of the ships were destroyed. Then the third angel, that's where we are today. Now, the third angel blew his trumpet, and a great star fell from heaven. This is a meteorite, blazing like a torch, and it fell upon a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. There's actually a movie we looked at recently that looked at this comet that was heading towards the earth and caused devastation of life on the earth. And people had to be hidden for many years, and then they started a new civilization. So not altogether a totally unrealistic possibility. Earth is actually protected by Jupiter. Jupiter is known as the cosmic vacuum, and it really protects the Earth from lots of these meteorites and so on that are heading towards us. So it fell on the rivers and the springs of water, and the name of the star is Wormwood. Wormwood. A third of the waters became wormwood. Many people died from the water because it had been made bitter. Maybe it became poisonous because of what was in it. Then we read about the fourth angel blew his trumpet, and a third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, a third of the stars, so that a third of their light might be darkened, and a third of the day might be kept from shining. So, I mean, one of the things we've got to recognize here as we go into Revelation is the symbolism. We cannot get away from that. That's the way this book, this the genre of this book here. It's apocalyptic, and so there are lots of symbols, beasts, and these trumpets, and these locusts, and all these things we're reading, and the numbers. We do not have a complete understanding of everything, but what we know, and I will try to stick to what I know and what is clear, and try to stay away from speculations and so on. I'm not going to build any teaching or doctrine around speculations. So this fourth angel blew his trumpet. A third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, a third of the stars. Okay, so these are the light-giving forces. And what happens is that a third of the light may be darkened, a third of the day might be kept from shining, and likewise a third of the night. Similar to what happened in Egypt in the plague, and we'll see that in another set of plagues. It was quite similar to what happened in Egypt, but there was darkness. Then I looked, and I heard an eagle crying with a loud voice as it flew directly overhead. Woe, woe, woe. Because there were four trumpets sounded, and three more. And he says, woe, woe, one for each one that's to come, to those who dwell on the earth at the blast of the other trumpets that the three angels are about to blow. Woe to you people on the earth because of what's about to come. So we're getting a figure here, a picture of that things are going to be pretty horrible in the world during the time of the tribulation. And we're going to pick this up again tomorrow. God bless you. I know this may be sounding a bit quite dreary and tough to take, but we're going through the book, all right? And we're going through verse by verse. And as I said, you're going to see all the trials and problems in the tribulation, but we have a glorious ending, and that's what we're looking forward to. Amen. Bless the Lord.